Hi, welcome to Fun English with Mr. Wawan. Check it out. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. How are you today? Alhamdulillah, it's wonderful. Allahu Akbar. Are you ready for today's lesson? Yes, I'm ready. Allahu Akbar. Okay, for today, I want you to prepare your activity book. And then, please open page 24. Okay, class. On the last lesson, we have learned about story Alice and the Rabbit. Do you still remember? Yes, down the rabbit hole story. So, for this assignment on the activity book is based on the Alice story. Okay? Okay. First, let's do the task 1. Write another correct word. Then choose right and act out. Weird, confusing, frightening. Okay, so what do you think? Okay. Have you ever dreamed about? You think about other words besides weird, confusing, or frightening? Yes, you can use amazing. Okay, so have you ever dreamed about amazing things? So you can write it down in here. Yes, I have. So you choose one. Okay, if you think you have dream about something amazing, you circle yes I have. If no, you circle no I haven't. Okay, so maybe I will choose yes I have. Okay, I sometimes dream about my success life. So this is like example. If you have another idea, it's okay. So it's amazing. Okay, so you write down in here. It's amazing. Okay. Finish writing down all these words, this sentence. Good. Okay. Now, read the story in your student book. Check the sentence, the story, then circle the story type. Okay. Okay, so which one do you think about the Alice and the rabbit down the rabbit hole story? You think it's number 1, strange and magical things happen in the story, or 2, the story is about things that happen in real life, or 3, the story is about things that happen in history? Which one do you think about Alice and the rabbit story? Yes, correct. I agree with you. The answer is number 1. So you give tick number 1. Okay, so the answer is number 1. So you give a tick in here. Okay, and then which one of these words that describe about Alice the rabbit down the rabbit hole story? Is it historical fiction, fantasy, or realistic fiction? Which one do you think? Yes, I agree with you. It's fantasy. You circle it. Circle the fantasy. Okay, let's move on for number 3. Task 3. Okay, so write true or false. Number 1. Alice is enjoying listening to the story. Yes. False. Alice is bored. Number two, she sees a white rabbit asleep on the grass. Is it true or false? Yes, false. Correct, false. Because the rabbit was hopping on the grass. Number three, Alice often sees white rabbits. Yes, it's true. Number 4. Alice falls down the rabbit hole. Of course, it's true. It's actually become the title of the story. Down the rabbit hole. And the number 5. The story takes place a long time ago. What do you think? Is it a long time ago? Okay, I think so. So it could be true. But actually, if in the story, they don't tell the time. But because I've heard this story since I was young, so I guess the story was a long time ago. Okay, have you finished writing down them all? Good job, boys and girls. Okay, now let's move on for the task 4. Okay. So all you have to do, let's read the question. What's the rabbit going? What's he going to do? Think and write. Do you have any idea? Where's the rabbit going? And then what's he going to do? Okay, I will help you out. So you write it down in here. So the rabbit is going to a hole. Yes, the rabbit is going to a hole. It's going to a secret place. Yes, it's very secret. Next, it's going to a garden. Where magical things happen. And it wants to take Alice to go there. To the secret place. Yes, okay. That's some ideas that I can give it to you. So you can read again the story, or maybe you can add more about the things that rabbit's going to do. It's okay. Okay? Have you finished writing these sentences? Good job, boys and girls. Okay, let's move on for the next page, page 25. Okay, class, let's read the task 1. Read and draw an arrow to the correct person for each part. Okay, so these sentences is about the things that Alice or a rabbit thought. Okay, first, this is a weird place. So it was Alice. Second, where's my fan? It's Alice or Rabbit? Yes, it's the rabbit. So we draw a line here. Yeah. Next, who's she? Alice or Rabbit? Yes, it's the rabbit. Next, how frightening! A giant. Who said that? Alice or Rabbit? Yes, it was the rabbit. This is so disappointing. Who said that? Yes, it's Alice. What big ears? Who said that? Yes, it was Alice. Okay. Okay, finish. Good job, class. Okay, let's continue for the next one. Complete the circle the time expressions. Repeat after me. Soon, soon, segera. Fortunately, untungnya. Finally, akhirnya. Unfortunately, malangnya, or tidak beruntungnya, something like that. Okay? Okay, let's do this. Number one. To my surprise, a giant rabbit jumped out of a hole. Number two. Blah blah blah. I found the key and could open the door. So, which one do you think is the answer? Or should I put? Okay, I put in here. Number two. What's the answer? Yes. Fortunately, uh, I found the key and could open the door. Number three. Blah blah blah. I was bigger than the door and couldn't go into the garden. What do you think is the answer? Yes, correct. Unfortunately, I was bigger than the door and couldn't go into the garden. Number 4. Blah 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 is going to get dark. What do you think is the answer? Yes. Soon. Soon it's going to get dark. Number 5. Blah blah blah. I went to bed and fell asleep. Yes. Finally, I went to bed and fell asleep. Okay, finish. Good job. Okay, for number 3, for part 3, imagine that you went to Wonderland, write about your adventure notebook, use the story creator. So you can do this and then write it in here or in your notebook. Okay, and then for part 4, yes, connect to me. Have you ever had a bad dream that you thought was very realistic? Okay. Can you tell what is your dream? What was your dream that you thought was very realistic? Okay, I'll give you an example. I dreamed for becoming a successful person. Okay, that was my dream. Okay, what about yours? So you can write down in here. Okay, finish. Good job. Okay, class. Let's move on for the next page. Okay, let's do this and then please circle which one do you think is the correct answer. Okay, I just read an interesting article about animals and sleeping. Which one do you think? Interested or interesting article? Yes, correct. Interesting. Circle this one. Yes. Next, do you know that cats can sleep for about 12 hours every day? When they're boring or bored, they just fall asleep. Boring or bored? Yes, correct. When they're bored, merasa bosan, they just fall asleep. Next, giraffes are completely different. They only sleep for a few minutes and they sleep with their eyes open. I think that's frightening or frightened, don't you? Yes, I think that's frightening. Oh, you can make a good circle, okay, class? When we're on the school bus, Angelo always sleep with his mouth open. I'm always very embarrassed or embarrassing when I'm sitting next to him. Yes, when I'm embarrassed, merasa malu. Okay, finish class? Good job. Okay, let's continue for task 2. Complete with ing or ed. Okay. I'm frightened if I have to sleep in the dark. Aku ketakutan kalau tidur di malam hari. Number 2. It's disappoint blah 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 when a friend forgets your birthday. What do you think is the correct answer? Yes, it's disappointing. It's disappointing when a friend forgets your birthday. Number 3. It's embarrassed blah 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 when I can't pronounce a word. What do you think? Embarrassing or embarrassed? Yes, correct. It's embarrassing when I can't pronounce a word. Okay? So, to know what is the answer with ed or ing, you have to understand the next sentences. Okay? You have to understand the next sentences and then which one is the correct feeling. Okay? Next, number 4. I'm interested, blah blah blah, when the teacher tells us funny stories. Yes, I'm interested. I'm interested when the teacher tells us funny stories. Number 5. It's bore, blah blah blah, when there aren't any good shows on TV. It's, yes, correct. It's boring when there aren't any. It's boring when there aren't any good shows on TV. Okay, finish. Good job, class. Okay, let's move on for the task 3. Okay. Okay, write about how do you feel, then talk to a friend. So these words or these answers are just example from me. So you can have another or different answer. Okay, class? Here we go. Number one. If I have nothing to do, I yes, I'm bored. Yes. Next, number two. It's embarrassing when. Can you tell me something that makes you embarrassed? Yeah. Maybe when I have to perform in public. Hmm. Maybe some of you will feel embarrassed when you have to perform in public. Number three, it's blah 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 when my friends don't call me. How do you feel when your friends pass you by but they don't call you? It's disappointing. Yes. Number four, watching a horror movie before bed is, of course, is frightening. And the last, number five, when blah 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 blah. So this is your idea. So maybe you can make sentence using interested or interesting. Okay. If my idea, when the teacher tells story, I'm interested. Okay. Okay, finish class. Good job. Okay, let's move on for the last page for today. Yes. Okay, let's complete these sentences using the word from the box. Fall asleep, tertidur atau tidur. Stay awake, tetap terjaga. Pillow, bantal. The dark, gelap, kegelapan. Stay up, tetap terbangun. Lie down, berbaring. Okay. You're tired. It's time to lie down. Turn off the light and relax your head on a comfortable, yes, pillow. But what happens if you're an astronaut? In space, it's hard to sleep. There's no difference between night and day, and astronauts often blah 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 for a long time. What do you think is the answer? Yeah, they often stay awake for a long time. Hold on. Yes, next. But it's good if you're scared of the dark because the sun comes up every 90 minutes in space. It will be exciting to, what do you think? Yeah, stay up. And the last one, late and watch the stars through the window. When astronauts Finally, blah blah blah, daydream about discovering new planets. So this is must be fall asleep. Okay, what an interesting story, right? Okay, finish. Okay, let's move on for the next one. For this one, this is about you, so everyone's answer could be different. Okay, number one, do you like to stay up late? Hmm. If me, yeah, no, I don't. Hmm. If you think yes, your answer will be yes, I do. I like to stay up late. Do you fall asleep easily? Yes, I do. I fall asleep easily. How many pillows do you use? Me, I use two pillows. If you, how many pillows? Number four, are you frightened of the dark? If me, no, I don't. I'm not afraid of the dark. And the last one, do you always lie down to sleep? Yes, I do. I always lie down to sleep. Okay. Okay, from if in here we must make the complete sentence. Okay, so we write down the complete sentence. Let's repeat. Do you like to stay up late? No, I don't. Okay, because I don't like being tired at school. Okay, next. Do you fall asleep easily? Yes, I do. I fall asleep easily. How many pillows do you use? I use two pillows. Are you frightened of the dark? No, I don't. I'm not afraid of the dark. Next, do you always lie down to sleep? Yes, I do. I always lie down to sleep. Yes, finish. Please write it down, or if I write it too fast, you can pause this video, okay? Okay, for the last one. Okay, this is about using GH. The word using GH, but the GH is missing. Can you find the right word? Okay, for example, read. So, become, you give GH become right. Okay, next, this one, height. This one. So you can write height. Yes, height, ketinggian or tinggi. Next. Oh, this one. Yeah, circle this one. Okay, circle this one. So become frightened. Yes. Next, this one. Can you tell me? Yes. Bright. Okay. And this one, uh, only H and I, yeah, become high. And the last one, yeah, this one, yes, for this one become nice. Okay, good job, class. Alhamdulillah, we have finished our lesson for today. Okay, remember to take photos of the assignments and then please submit them to Google Classrooms. For you who hasn't complete doing the last assignments, Mr. Rowan still waiting for your assignments to be submitted. Okay? Okay, class, thank you so much for your attention. I'll see you guys again on the next English lesson. I'll see you guys again. Bye bye. Walafuminkum. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.